Bonjour la classe. In this video, I would like to go over some of the grammar points from chapter 1. As you know, during this week, you will be working on the workbook, and it is a sort of review week. So I wanted to go back to the material that you covered with the grammar videos that are available on your textbook and kind of go over the material with you, make sure that everything is, that you understand what's going on, and to give you some more time to practice. So today I wanted to start by talking about indefinite articles. And indefinite articles in English are those words that help us quantify something, but without giving them any specificity. So in English, that would be the word a, or the word an, or the word some. So for example, a professor, right? An apple, right? Some oranges. We call a, an, and some indefinite articles because it's not a specific item, it's just any item in general, right? So what do you need today? Oh, I need a pencil. You don't need a specific pencil, right? You just need any pencil, as long as it writes, correct? So, what would you like today? I would like some oranges. Do you need specific oranges? No, just any orange will do. Just some oranges, please. So these are the indefinite articles in English. Okay? Um, a, an, and some. In French, these are un, une, et des. So in English, objects have no gender. But in French, in Spanish, in Italian, in most languages around the world, objects have a gender. And we don't really know why an object is deemed a feminine object or a masculine object. We don't. So sometimes we just have to memorize. Right? Sometimes the spelling of the word helps us determine if a word is feminine or masculine. Right? So if you've ever taken Spanish in the past, you know that, for example, an O at the end, taco, right, means masculine in Spanish, right? But if you have a word like mother, right, that ends in an A in Spanish, that's feminine. That happens in French as well. So if it's masculine, the word, it usually ends in a consonant, right? It ends in different vowels, right? If the word is feminine in French, the word ends in an E. Not all the time, there are many exceptions that you will see also on your chapter, but this is a very clear indication of a feminine word if the word ends in an E. Right? So, let's say, for example, the word for professor. Professeur, right? It ends in a consonant, so it's a masculine word. Un professeur. A professor. A woman. Une femme. Une femme. It ends in an E, so it's a feminine word. What if you want to make it plural? You just put an S at the end and you change A to some. Des professeurs, des femmes. And the plural doesn't have a gender, it's just plural. It doesn't have to be a feminine one or a masculine one, only the singular ones. Un, une. And as you see on your textbook, there are many rules, right, to determine the gender of some of these words, right? But I wanted to also kind of go ahead and do some pronunciation with you on some of these words. See. see. Okay, go ahead. So let's go ahead and pronounce these words. As you see, the red that is marking a feminine word, and the blue is marking a masculine word, right? So look at the endings and see what they tell you, right, about how to identify these words. These are this is the vocabulary for the classroom. Okay, so repeat after me. Un écran, un tableau, un effaceur, un professeur, un ordinateur, un bureau, un livre, un étudiant, un cahier, un sac à dos, un stylo, un poster, un portable, un crayon, un mur. So I just pronounced all of the masculine words, and the pronunciation of UN in French is un, un. It's nasal. Your the you block the air and it comes out of your mouth. Huh, huh, huh. It doesn't go through your nose. Huh, huh. You know, une is different, right? Une. It's not nasal. Une. So let's pronounce the feminine words. Une fenêtre. Une feuille de papier. Une affiche. Une porte. Une chaise. Une étudiante. Une craie. You see how all of these words end in an E? Not every feminine words end in an E. Okay? There are exceptions. And there are some words that are masculine that end in an E. For example, téléphone, right? A lot of technology in French is masculine because it comes from American English, right? So téléphone or livre, book, it has an E at the end, but it's masculine. So there are exceptions to this rule. And as you see, there's a explanation, right? Two questions that are very important for us at the beginning of class is qu'est-ce que c'est? What is that? Or qui est? Who is that? So say it after me. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Or qui est? Qui est? Qui est? S is just c'est inverted, right? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qui est? What is that? Who is that? So when you see this exercise, what's the question that you need to ask if you're asking if you see a person? Qui est? If you see an object, qu'est-ce que c'est? Right? Qui est? The answer is c'est un étudiant. It is a student. C'est un étudiant. C'est un étudiant. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est une fenêtre. C'est un, masculine. C'est une, feminine. Here you have a person, right? Do you use qui est or qu'est-ce que c'est? Qui est? Qui est? C'est une étudiante. You use the feminine version, right? Étudiante. Une étudiante. C'est une étudiante. C'est une étudiante. Number 4. Object or person? Object. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est un livre. Qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est une porte. Qui est-ce? C'est une professeur. Ou c'est un professeur, pardon. C'est un professeur. Ça va? Oui. I hope this leaves things that are a little bit more clear to you. Right? This is the whole objective of this video, to make sure that things are a bit clear. I also want to talk to you about the plural, right? DES, right? So DES, if it's followed by a word that begins with a consonant, S is not pronounced. But if DES is followed by a word that begins with a vowel, you must pronounce it as a Z sound. So, when you say il y a des livres, S is not pronounced. But if you say il y a des étudiants, you must pronounce S because there's a vowel right after. Okay? And the reason for this is a structure. The structure of French follows a pronunciation of a consonant and a vowel, a consonant and a vowel, consonant and a vowel. So here on livre, on the first example, we don't need the pronunciation of S because we already have consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. Il y a des livres. But in here, when you have étudiant, if you don't pronounce S, you will have the pronunciation of two vowels together. And in French, we try to avoid the pronunciation of two vowels together. Not all the time, but most of the time. So that's why S will be pronounced here. To maintain the rhythm of French, that structure, consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So, you say, il y a des livres sur un bureau. Il y a des étudiants ici. Il y a des ordinateurs dans la salle de classe. Right? Okay. So plural is DES, right? So if you have an S, an X, or a Z at the end of the singular version, you don't have to do anything else for the month. The word is the same in the singular and plural version. And you also add X's at the end of OU, EAU, and AL endings. Well, with AL is a little bit more complicated because it's a different ending. Okay? So if you have any questions on this, let me know. Okay, so let's move to the last topic for this. It's the verb to be. Okay? And we use the verb to be to describe things, okay? Especially in chapter 1. We use it for many other things, right? But for chapter 1, we will be describing with the verb to be. And if you speak Spanish, it looks like the verb estar, right? Être, être. Say it after me. Être. And now pronounce after me, and remember that consonants and last consonants in French sometimes are not pronounced. See how, just remark how I pronounce and see the things that I don't pronounce are often the end consonants. Say after me. Je suis. Je suis. Tu es. Tu es. Il est. Elle est. Nous sommes. Nous sommes. Vous êtes. Vous êtes. Ils sont. Elles sont. You see how that T, that S, that S, that S over here, that S over here, that T, I'm not pronouncing them. This is something very common in French. Just end consonants. There are some consonants that you do pronounce, there's some consonants that you don't. But as you can see, this is a pattern, right? And let's see. We will use être to describe, right? So you will also say what profession you are. I am a professor. I'm a student. I'm American. I'm Canadian. I'm from here. I'm from Dallas. I was born during the summer. I was born during in winter. I was born in a specific month. Right? I am um, I am a Capricorn. Right? I am Libra. Okay? So you will use être to describe yourself. Right? Je suis sympathique. Right? I am nice. Right? I am pretty. Je suis beau. Right? So say it after me. Je suis étudiant. Je suis professeur. Je suis américain. Je suis canadien. Je suis étranger, meaning foreigner. I'm not from America, right? I'm not from Canada. I am from another part, right? Je suis d'ici. I'm from here. Je suis né en été. Je suis né en hiver. Right? Je suis lion. Je suis capricorne. Okay? And finally, if you have, we saw at the beginning of our lesson the indefinite articles, a, an, and some, right? Well, the definite articles in English is the word the, right? It is very specific, right? The professor's pencil. It's not just a pencil, right? It is the professor's pencil, or the blue pencil, or the pencil that I left here, right? Suddenly, a pencil is not an enough describer sometimes, right? So what we do is we use, if we want to be more specific about what object we mean, we use the, right? The pencil that you gave me instead of a pencil, right? The pencil that I left right here, the blue pencil. So the is called a definite article. And in French, in English we just say the, right? In French we have 4 different ones. Le for the masculine, for example, le professeur de français, right? La for feminine, la femme, or let's just use words from our vocabulary. La feuille de papier, right? The piece of paper, right? La feuille de papier. La feuille de papier bleu, right? The blue one, right? It's very specific, right? The plural version, les, right? Les étudiants. S and S, plural. Both are plural. LES and S at the end. Les étudiants. And the last one, remember I was telling you that in French we try to avoid having 2 vowels together. So let's say you have le or la, and the next word begins with a vowel. Like this. Étudiant masculine, étudiante feminine. If you have 2 vowels together in French, when you have le and la, we use an apostrophe to eliminate one of those vowels, right? To continue having this rhythm of consonant vowel, consonant vowel. So in French, you don't say la étudiante, you say l'étudiante, because you don't want 2 vowels together, right? So we have le, we have la, we have les, we have le. When the word that you are trying to make specific begins with a vowel. Say it after me. Le professeur. La feuille. Les, les étudiants. L'étudiant, l'étudiante. Say after me. Le, la, les. Le, les. Okay. Well, this is it for my review. For your exam, make sure that you review the culture pages. This is something that we don't quite go over because it is just a reading in English. So make sure that you, before you attempt to complete any examinations for this course, that you also take a look at the culture pages. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. It was nice to talk to you again. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.